inspiring leader as our chief guest, Professor Harikrishna Bhat, whose presence adds great value to this occasion. Some personalities inspire not just through words, but through the journey they walk. It gives me immense pleasure and pride to introduce the chief guest of today's program, Professor Harikrishna Bhat. The list of his accomplishments is long. We shall briefly touch upon a few remarkable milestones. Professor Harikrishna Bhat, born and brought up in Alevoor, Udupi. He had his basic education in our neighboring Subodhini Higher Elementary School. I will proudly announce that Sir had his high school education in our own institution, previously known as Nehru High School, Alevoor. It's truly a feather in our cap. Further, he had his education in MGM College, Udupi, graduated in NIT Suratkal in Electronics and Communications, and received a prestigious Japanese Ministry of Education scholarship for postgraduate studies. His professional experiences are as teaching staff at NIT Suratkal and 16 years in Japanese semiconductor test equipment companies as worldwide sales and marketing manager. He has also served in various leadership capacities in Japan, like Saskin Japan, Wipro Japan, HCL Japan, and L&T Japan. Presently active in Nikkei University as Director of International Collaborations and as Chief Strategy Officer, Karnataka Government Tool Room and Training Center and Management Advisor for Japanese manufacturing companies. He also has the achievement of placing 200 plus fresh graduates in more than 30 Japanese companies. Had meetings with Indian Prime Minister during their Japan visit. Delivered presentations on India and Japan featured in Japanese media. With such an inspiring profile, we are truly honored to have him with us today. Thank you for gracing the occasion, sir.
His Holiness Sri Sri Nishapriya Tirtha Swamiji and other prominent personalities at the dais, students, parents, and the dear Alevoorians. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. This is the first mantra or sentence taught by my father, who is no more, who was also a teacher in Subodhini Higher Elementary School. He served there for 40 years. And I was the student of Subodhini Higher Primary School for 7 years. And all my 8 siblings studied in Alevoor. I was the student of Nehru High School from 1967 to 1973 years. And my 4 siblings studied here, of course, Kannada medium, and then PUC and my other career. Now I am here after 46 years. After 1970, after my SSLC here, I was here in 1980, January, as a NSS camp officer from NIT Suratkal. Actually, the ceremony was held in the same stage. Now it is revision. So I am in the same stage after 46 years. Thank you for everyone in welcoming me. I am a man of 70, by the way. 25 years I spent in India. I call it as my Janmabhoomi. And 45 years in Japan, I call it as my Karmabhoomi. And I am proud to say, even after spending 45 years in Japan, I am an Indian. I am a proud Indian. I am proud to be an Indian. Now I am back in education. I am the Director of International Collaborations in Nikkei University. My wife is a Japanese. She is speaking Japanese language in the university for students or the graduates who are aspiring to be placed in Japanese companies. Started in 2019 after our Prime Minister Modi and the Japanese Prime Minister made an agreement and intellectual engineers to Japan. So for the past 5 years, he placed about 400 plus such graduates in about 30 companies in Japan. And it will continue. Now I have I can see only few students, maybe they can hear from their classrooms some advice to the students or the students of this institution. Be kind, be humble, and be human. Don't be scared of yourself. Let yourself be loved. Be grateful and wisely use your manners. Don't compare yourself with others. You are you. I will target what to achieve in life. When I was studying here, I had a target that I want to learn engineering and I want to be an engineer, and I achieved. So you should have a dream from today, at least. Don't be slaves of social media. This is applicable to both students and parents. Today we have artificial intelligence, we have digital transformation, we have chat GPT, what all. Even it's difficult for me to grasp. But you can wisely use it, but don't be the slaves of this social media or Facebook, whatever. Learn about sin and virtue, that's Papa and Punya in Vipal, and focus on Sanatana Dharma, which is the root for all religions, which is, as per my knowledge, it's about more than 16,000 years old. Dharma. Respect teachers, elders, and parents. Read and write books. Don't focus on mobile. Read Ramayana and Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita. They teach way of life, adopting in your life. Let me tell you, Ramayana was screened in Japanese theaters as a cartoon movie in 1994, which explained about the bonding between parents and children, bonding between brothers, how we, I should say, eliminate the bad people like Ram. And Mahabharata was screened in 2017 as a kabuki. Kabuki in Japan is Yakshagana here in India. That is the longest kabuki drama, which is ran for 6 hours. Here, of course, our Yakshagana lasts for 8 to 10 hours. But 6 hours kabuki based on our Mahabharata was a top hit, where all again they teach about how to live a good life and how to respect elders, how to be a good human being. Last one is Karmanye Vadikaraste Maflesh Sadacha. You do your duty. This was taught by Lord Krishna to Arjuna in the battlefield. Advice to our noble parents here who have assembled. Don't let your children slaves of mobile, please. Reduce your TV serials. Today, I know, and I'm not saying, but I know most of the parents or mothers, they focus on serials. They let their children to play on mobile. Please don't do that. I think most of the serials will be re-screened the next day when your children are out in the school. Please don't avoid junk food to your children. It will spoil their health for sure. And for 16 years, for breakfast, we had gaji and pickles and maybe some tea. And we are like here. Balance academic efforts with physical health, not only studies, but sports. We always say all work and no play makes Jack a boy. You know that proverb. Think big and motivate yourself and your children. The biggest source of motivation are your thoughts. Parents. Last part, I would like to talk about Japanese children because I've been I have twin daughters for already 40 years, and I have three grandchildren, all living in Japan, of course. Japan is a land of rising sun, we call. It's a land of innovation. It's a land of earthquake. It's a land of tsunamis. But still, it is the safest country to live in the world. Midnight, 12, 1, 2, young girls can walk freely in the streets. Nobody will bother. That much safety. Discipline, punctuality, determination, dedication, dignity,
ಅಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ
and
ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ತಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಲ್ಲ ಔಟ್ ಬರುವ
sincerity.
ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರುವುದು ಬಣ್ಣ ಓಬಿಯಸ್
Punctuality is one example. Japan ran its first bullet train in 1964, October.
ಇದು
62 years.
ಕ್ಯಾಮರಾ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತು ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್
You may be surprised to hear that over the 62 years, the average delay these bullet trains is just 18 seconds. 18 seconds, not minutes. That much importance and respect is given to the punctuality. Japanese children, they teach and learn social responsibility at your age, at your children's age, and discipline and cultural values, empathy, self-control, calm, and embrace mistakes. That's very important. Building manners. Again, you may wonder, see that in almost all Japanese schools, classroom cleaning, toilet cleaning, everything is done by the students. Of course, I don't want to say that we should remove the whoever cleaners here, but children should join them in this activity so that when children become big, today you may get servants at home, but who knows, when your children becomes 20, 25, the servants today may become rich. They may not be able to work at your home. So you have to do the work by yourself. And in Japan, there are no exams till the age of 10. No exams. They only teach discipline. There's no competition. Maybe we can practice some of this here in this school. And they teach emotional intelligence. Obey rules, signals. Even a 2-year-old child will carry the chocolate cover after eating until it finds a dustbin. Whether it is 2 hours or 1 day, the chocolate cover will be in the hands or pockets of the kids. No, you can find no garbage on the roads. At least let's see that we will make Alevoor a model village where we follow this cleanliness. Finally, let's remember that education is different from literacy. We are all literate, but education is different. What is education? As I learned from Swami Vivekananda, it is the manifestation of the mind. Simple. So when we say we are M.Com, MA, BE, MTech, PhD, it's all literacy. And education is different from literacy. And last, let me thank the institution, Dr. Aikal, and all the here for giving an opportunity to address our students as well as parents and respected Alevoorians. I call them as Alevoorians. By the way, my name includes Alevoor as a name, full name. My name is Harikrishna Bhat Alevoor. And today, one more last advice. Most of the parents give only one name to the kids. Don't do that. Please don't do that. You have your surname, you have your family name, you have the village name. Make 2 names. Because all of you may have the dream of sending your kid to a foreign country where you need a passport, and passport only needs 2 names. In Japan, only the emperor and his family have one name. So I always tell our Nite students that if you want to be the emperor of Japan, you have only one name, otherwise you have 2 names. You can still change the school records. If any of your children have got only one name, registered in the school. I finished my talk. I hope it helps you. It was interesting, I hope, and adopt some of the words or sentences I mentioned here. Once again, thank you very much for giving an opportunity to talk before you. Thank you. Dhanyawad. Vande Mataram.